I just created this cute little game in the classic style using Cursor and Claude 3.7 Sonnet. Unfortunately, when I got 3/4 of the way through, Cursor just seized up and refused to talk anymore and just said, check your internet connections. And I just couldn't use it anymore, unfortunately. So I migrated it over to Visual Studio Code using a Roo code, and again continued with Claude 3.7 Sonnet. In the original design, when I was using Cursor, I requested using Supabase to store the leaderboard, but I had endless problems. Basically, simply couldn't do it. It was just ridiculous, the errors I was encountering. It was absolutely just not working. So I gave up on Supabase, and then Cursor stopped working. It refused to connect. It just said, check your internet connection, but there was nothing wrong with my internet connection. So I gave up on Cursor, I gave up on Supabase, I migrated over to Visual Studio, and I just created a MySQL database on my Google Cloud Server host. Now, after a couple of hours, yeah, they say you can do this in 5 minutes, but really, if you want to do anything interesting, it actually does take a bit of time, and you do actually have to know what you're doing. But here we are. It's just something silly. Let's have a look. Whoop. And I don't know if I get to see the boss man, but if you do get to see boss man number 1, see if you can keep playing until you get to boss man number 2. You might have a surprise. Feel free to add yourself to the leaderboard. There's no cost. I'm not selling any courses or anything. This is all just for fun. Here's boss man number 1. I've just changed it a little bit, so let's see, because it was a bit too easy to kill before. Oh, there we go, got him. Whoa! The good thing I like about using Roo with Visual Studio is that you can work conversationally, and it will work with your code that you have locally, on your COD drive. Oh, 91,000. Save, show leaderboard. Yeah. There we go. 471,000 points. Okay, we didn't get to boss ship number 2 that time, but anyway, have a go. We'll forget about that. We'll go. We'll just switch over to. Just move the frame. Uh, really good thing about this this structure is that you basically you don't have to give it minute details. Um, you just talk to it naturally. um, yeah, okay, here we are. So my what I said to Claude was, that's great, we got the boss ship, we defeat him. I think it would be good if there was a huge explosion of light and sound. Also think about any other features that might make the game more appealing and liable to go viral. Okay, so the initial thing is the changes that I suggested, and now, and this is the important thing. Let's think about viral features we could suggest. Social media sharing of high scores, okay. Special power-ups or weapons, achievement badges, special events themed, seasonal, yeah, okay, blah, blah. Combo system for consecutive hits, special effects for milestone scores. So you can see it actually thinks about uh, what it could do to make it better. And you don't have to specify everything. You just give it some ideas. In fact, you could just start with just one sentence and just see what it does. So there you go. Have a play, um, just for a bit of fun, and basically a learning experience for me. So far, my experience with Cursor has not been good. I've actually tried to use it several times on different projects without any sort of success. I've been using Visual Studio Code a fair bit recently, and in particular Roo, and I've got Cloud Code and Gemini Code Assist, but I don't use that. I've got Docker in there, but I never really understood what Docker was about. So yeah, what else? There was something else. Um, yeah, a couple of other things that I had issues with. I have a $20 a month, $20 a month subscription to Anthropic, so I can use Claude. But to use the Claude APIs, I have to have another subscription just to use the APIs via OpenRouter. So I have to use OpenRouter and get a subscription on there to get a subscription to Claude's APIs, just so that I can hook in Claude to Visual Studio Code. But I'm already paying $20 a month to Anthropic just to use Claude LLM. I think it's completely absurd that I have to have a subscription with OpenRouter or OpenRouter if you're English, and another subscription with Claude API or Anthropic API, just so I can use Claude when I've already got it. I'm already paying a subscription to use it. It's a completely absurd business model. Basically it means I really have to decide, do I want to use Claude or Anthropic's LLMs, or do I want to use the APIs? That's what it boils down to. It's one or the other. I don't want to be paying for both. And in addition to paying for OpenRouter subscription, I've got all these bloody subscriptions. I've got bloody subscriptions coming out of my ears at the moment. Yeah. I know there's Mammoth. You can get a single monthly subscription, which will give you access to lots of stuff. But that again doesn't give me access to the Visual Studio Code or that other crappy thing, Cursor. So there we go. All right. See what you think. Leave a message. Give me your feedback. All right. Let's see what else we can do. Cheers. Bye for now.